Almost in every towns and cities all over Papua New Guinea, this scenario creates an impression of the lives of young urban dwellers. All this might seem normal, but for those who involved in it, it's their livelihood. But as living standard improves for some people, many slip into urban poverty. The concerns raised have come from at least one rehabilitation program in Ley that points to young offenders who mostly commit crimes to survive. Pastor John Garu is a youth rehabilitation enthusiast who has been involved in a church-run youth rehabilitation program for more than 10 years. His concern is basic but complicated.
Rehabilitation center and youth development or juvenile problem is a problem nuclear. It was small, but as the population grows, problem come a big plan. I think both the provincial, the national, and even the local areas, we have neglected this and we overlooked this problem.
Broken families and abusive parents are some factors driving children to commit petty crimes. This gives them an easy way out of the hardship they face every day in places like Ley City, where the cost of living is extremely high.
Slowly breaking down.
Pastor Garu says underage offenders should be rehabilitated and not locked up in prisons. And he says more rehabilitation centers should be established to rehabilitate both underage and adult offenders.
The same boys go in and out of the prison. And me asking, why are you here? And they said, there's nothing out there to help us. No food, no shelter, no security. So we have to cause the crime to come in here. So that we have the food, the security, and the shelter.
The outcome of all this is demonstrated at one of the country's biggest jails, Buimo. Juveniles who are classified as serious offenders makes up 70% of inmates who goes there every day. The Arab Boys Town in Ley is one of the oldest juvenile rehabilitation institutions in the country. Most of its infrastructures have crumbled but are still being used. But the government says it will take a new approach. The government says it will focus on rehabilitating young offenders under a close observation by local leaders from within their own communities. But while that becomes the focus for rehabilitating young offenders, the people who will be taking up the responsibility in shaping and molding these young offenders don't appear to be ready for it. Edwin Fidelis, National MTV News, Ley.